Hey YouTube, it's SlingBlade98 here. I haven't done a review of an episode of Raw or any TV show in quite a while, mainly because I've gotten several comments saying it's time to do stuff besides reviews. I'm not going to start doing them for every show, and this isn't going to be a complete review of Raw. I just wanted to highlight a few things. There was two really, I'm not trying to stretch this, freaking awesome, I would give them easily both over 4 stars, matches on Raw. They were Chris Jericho versus JBL and Shawn Michaels versus Jeff Hardy. Other than that, besides those two matches, it was just a normal night of Raw. You know, all the stuff you'd expect, like Cena versus Mark Henry. Could have gone a little bit longer, but well, it's just your typical John Cena overcoming the odds match. So that's pretty much the only other thing worth noting there, and it's not really even worth noting, I guess. Anyways, JBL versus Chris Jericho. This was a really great match, and this just made me all the more glad Chris Jericho's back and JBL's out of retirement. Now, I don't know why people have said in the past JBL or Chris Jericho can't carry people. I mean, JBL did good in this match, but he's not really very great in the ring. He can do his moves and stuff, but he's rather simplistic. So I'm getting names bad today. Jericho made this a pretty great match, and JBL contributed a fair amount to it too. It had good brawling. It had a very good time level. It went for, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or longer, I'd guess. Really just a great match. If you can find it up on here, I would definitely recommend checking it out. It is worth the time to watch it. The next one was the main event. This was the thing I actually just watched Raw for. I didn't even know there was going to be JBL versus Jericho, so that was kind of a surprise to me. Anyways, Jeff Hardy versus Shawn Michaels. Started off okay at the beginning, but it got a lot better in the last 5 minutes. Great match. It was a very good main event, and it ended the show in a pretty good way. What happened was Jeff Hardy ended the match. He just did the twist of fate and then the swanton bomb. Pretty good. It didn't make Shawn Michaels look weak. It made Jeff Hardy look like he could pull something out at any moment. And I think that makes a finishing move all the more exciting. They've turned I'm really bad with names today. They've turned the Twist of Fate kind of into an out-of-nowhere move similar to Sweet Chin Music and the RKO. So it's pretty cool when you know a move can strike at any moment, and that's kind of what happened. He got him with it fast, and he went up for the Swanton Bomb. This match had pretty good time run. There was a lot in it. It got pretty good after the first 5 or 6 minutes, and well, just like the first, I would completely recommend checking this out. I wouldn't give this one over 4 stars like the first one, but I would definitely give it over 3 stars, maybe 3 3/4 stars. Yes, I think that's a fair rating. Thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with a new video, possibly a No Way Out review. Just a few things, or just a little bit of a off-topic thing. I just wanted to kind of note a few things about ECW. It seems they kind of have the same matches every week, and I guess that's understandable because they only have about 10 or 15 guys on the roster. But really, I think they should change it up a little bit more. And I thought that kind of until last night. Because CM Punk versus Chavo, it's been in the main event for every week for what seems for about 4 to 6 weeks now. But it's been very interesting all the times. The Gulf of Mexico match was interesting. And pretty much all of the matches they've had, except for the one where Chavo won the title, and all the segments they've had together have been very interesting. And this is, in fact, probably my favorite continuing feud in WWE right now, I guess. But the thing that happened last night was when they did change it up, it didn't really result as much of an entertaining show as normal. I mean, I think they should move Shannon Moore and Jimmy Wang Yang over to ECW, completely off topic thing. I really think they should put London and Kendrick either on ECW or much preferred back on SmackDown because they're not going anywhere on Raw. Brian Kendrick's a jobber and Paul London's injured. Excuse me, it's cough season. Anyways, ECW, it's getting some new people. Mike Knox just came back. Steven Richards came back from injury. And they have that Jamaican guy, Kofi Kingston, who's, while his moves are a little bit repetitive, he's semi-entertaining to watch, and he seems like he's a good athlete. Anyways, last night's episode of ECW was pretty much just 2 matches with jobbers. I don't know when they're going to put that Kofi Kingston guy up against somebody like who's like actually like an actual annual wrestler instead of just some jobber. I'd like to see him fight Elijah Burke. I think that'd be pretty interesting because he hasn't really done much lately. Anyways, I guess you could call this an ECW thought and a semi-raw review video. Well, I covered all the rate, comment, and subscribe things, so thank you for watching, and Slingblade98 out. Have a nice day, everybody.